Hey you guys, good evening from DTLA, Los Angeles Art Walk, Art Night. How is everyone doing? So we're gonna go check out some galleries. I have a list that I printed out. Alright, I'm just checking everything. I have a list that I printed out, so we should be good to go. But we also can stop at other places. Like, I kind of want to go check out the Skid Row Museum because we missed that last time on Broadway. Also, the Hubba Hubba Gallery because we went in there once before the walk start. It was before we ever went to the walk, and kind of missed out on ever visiting. Looks like a Walgreens ad. Still kind of cool. Giant screen. So, if anybody would love to be the first one to chat out, just so I can make sure the chat's working, our lovely Prism updated itself. I don't mean re-updated itself. I just mean updated itself. So every once in a while, when it does that, something will happen, like the chat will not work. So I'm just going to pull up the first museum I want to go to, which is on Olive Street. I'm gonna hit walk. Alright. Hey, great! Thank you so much. Welcome, Abrasive Patriot. Thanks for being the first chatter here. Alright, we're gonna go to 908 Olive Street, the Alligator Gallery. So that's about a 12-minute walk. Cities always look great at night. DTLA always looks fantastic at night. It's pretty sparkly. So, the last couple art nights, the very first art night we went to was slammin'. The last art night we went to was busy. The night time before we went to it was just like lukewarm. I'm hoping that it's a busy night, although it's been busy the last couple times that we've gone down to DTLA, which has been a lot. Alvera Street on Sunday, definitely insane. Dodgers on Monday, definitely insane. Me too. I'm gonna do a couple short streams next week, or maybe this weekend, that are going to be after midnight. It's like a 40-minute walk downtown Hollywood Boulevard, maybe just for the ambience. Edge fan, thank you so much. Yeah, I thought I was going to be late today. They've been doing some major electrical work in my building. Also, I don't want to scare you guys. Joe is going to come home tomorrow from his tour, because in a head-on collision with another car. Joe doesn't drink, so it wasn't a drinking and driving or weeding and driving, any kind of thing like that. He also wasn't driving, and whew, terrible. Anyway, I will let him tell you about it. It's gonna be, we think he's totally fine. Yeah. I'll show you guys the pictures tomorrow. I might, tomorrow is a historical stream, or like a movie buff stream, whatever you want to call it. I like to think of it as historical under the guise of movie buff. I might like postpone that till the 21st. Because I want to see, Joe is currently in a car driving home all alone. His mates that he went with, not in his band, well, I guess one of them is his drummer, they flew home because they just couldn't take it. But Joe chose to drive because he didn't want to leave his merchandise and his equipment. So, oh my god, Jollibee smells so good. True confession here. I'll let Joe tell you about it. It's a real, it's a bummer all around. I mean, not for us. Joe, I think, is going to be all right. He had to cut his tour short, which, you know, but he got checked out in the hospital last night. They all stayed in a hotel last night. And I have to tell you, I also would not have flown home. I would have just taken a car for the adventure. Joey Lou! Happy 7 months to you. Oh, cute puppy. Happy 7 months to you. Also, let me cross the street so I don't DIE. That's German, right? So I don't DIE. We have to go back on that street, but I thought this nice cityscape over here. So let me say this. I wanna send you some fireworks. What shall we be? Also, some more fireworks. Dancing monkey. 7 months. Mother, etc. Hearts. Also, shout out to Edge Fan. Thank you so much for the donation, for the Venmo donation. For braving the Dodgers. Both of you get kitties. Kitties for Joey. Kitties for Edge Fan. Mountain bike. One more dancing monkey party. Thank you guys so much. California Dreamin'. Welcome. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program. It is I felt kind of actually helpless last night. Not that I could have driven to Oregon, but I literally gave up my car a couple weeks ago to save money. Super glad I did it because guess what? My payment would have just gone through, but it did not. My lease payment, sorry. Hey, JC. So Joseph rented a car. He has to get home by 1 o'clock. And it only cost $36. I don't know that he was looking for some kind of bargain. In fact, I think he thought it was like some kind of crazy scam. I don't know. I don't know how often he's rented cars before. I kind of do that stuff, actually. Nothing makes me feel more adult than renting a car. $36 car rental. I forgot what kind of car it is. He doesn't know. I asked him before we got on. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to call him to tell him right before I streamed. Oh well. He'll figure it out. I could text him. He knows I wasn't gonna wait anyway. So cool thing for him, he gets a little fun road trip. Joseph is a safe driver, so we don't have to worry about that. He's gonna stop at his family's on the way home, so he's not driving for 10 or 11 hours. Hey! But I would love a little road trip now that I don't have a car, right? Grass is always greener. AstroTurf is always darker. So we have to go right on Olive Street. My watch is telling me. And then Hill Street is up next. It smells like burgers. Like framed broiled burgers. I don't know why I said frame, but yeah, I feel I'm glad he does too. He might also just stay in a hotel. I probably would have driven straight home. I'm not giving that advice to anybody, but I have never been through a traumatic accident, like a head-on car collision before, so I really don't know how I'd react. I feel like up until just the other day, I've never noticed this building up here on the left. I mean, it's neon. The commercial, I even forgot what it says. Commercial jewelry. That's an alley like from a movie. Sorry. So, the first Thursday of every month, downtown Los Angeles galleries open their doors. Remember on the live stream when we're gonna go here and get some mochi, and that was even like the cover of the thumbnail? That guy didn't want me to see him through his iPad. And we ended up leaving and going to Paradise, which is my favorite non-Asian ice cream place, non-Korean ice cream place. It's my favorite Danish ice cream place. I feel like maybe that day I didn't. There was one day we went looking for something down here, and I ended up just getting a Dunkin' Donuts Frappuccino, which, I don't know. Remember when the whole Frappuccino, I don't think it's called a Frappuccino though, Coolata, coffee Coolata. I don't even know if it's called that. Remember when that whole craze started in like the late 90s, mid 90s? A Frappuccino. I definitely had the internet then. I feel like I made a recipe using sweetened condensed skim milk and a blender. All right, I'm looking for 9. Oh, we got I think another block or two to walk. Oh yeah, 908 is gonna be on my left. I remember making a culotta with frozen coffee, sweetened condensed milk, and it was so good. And a blender, of course. If it is your first time here tonight, thank you. Thank you for coming. Please feel free to give us a like and subscribe, or maybe a chat, whatever you feel like it. If you're watching on your phone, feel free to hype us up. All right. I forgot to even read that neon sign. I don't know what this monkey business is here, but I guess we'll wait for the guy. Thank you so much. Versus getting HIT by a car. I'm good with it. I'm not in a rush. DTLA nails. That looks modern. Oh, I hate when my shoe skids out. Very polite. I would feel terrible if I were backing up and I saw somebody trying to walk through. Honestly. Right? They cleaned up the confetti. I did a really nice job of cleaning up the confetti. I had never been to one before, so it was really kind of insane to see. Being a non-sport follower. I loved being part of it. Alright, let me check my watch. We're getting really close. I bet it's those lights over there. So where we were was like Grand Avenue, which is kind of back there. And I don't know, it was crazy. I guess stuff went down, you know. When we have a party in LA, we have a party. I think the police shut there's something and then something, you know. The youths. Beer at 10 a.m. Alright. I am an athletic supporter. I'm a supporter of athletic supporters. Alright. So, I've arrived. It says I've arrived. 914-904-916. What a cool little block. I mean, we can have nice things down here. Sadie's Pizzeria. Okay. As per usual, it seems as though the aggregate has pulled a gallery from a different time, because I don't know where we are. But anyway, the next gallery. This was a gallery we hadn't gone to before. No, I remember that from Greece. I was trying to remember where that was from. Was it from Greece 1 or Greece 2? It's from Greece 1. Okay, where? Alright, so I'm going to just go to the next gallery because, as per usual, let me just make sure. But it's not the gallery. This building is so big it has no address on this side. I'm going to cross the street one more time. Olive. It probably pulled this up from like 400 whatevers ago. That place is called The Gallery. The place that we're going to is not called The Gallery though. Oh, and I also called it's Art Room DTLA. Alright. 908 Olive. I don't see no art room. I see a place called The Gallery. Alright. Clearly not here. Clearly also not the right address. But okay. Okay. Let's go to Alligator Jesus. I gave the wrong name for this place anyway. I am gonna walk back up this way. Just in case. Get directions. Avoid highways. Yeah, we're gonna walk there. Alright, go. I always loved Eve Arden. I love that both the two ladies in Greece. I forgot the other lady's name, but she was like a classic too. That was like in a lot of stuff. Or just very recognizable. So if we see 908, we'll go to it, but so far I don't think we saw a gallery when we walked by here before. It's so much easier to navigate with Joe. Oh my gosh, I thought that was something that fell out of my bag. There's a guy in there using the Stairmaster. I hope he didn't think I was taping him like a gym perv. So that's 936. I wonder how Sadie's Pizzeria is. They have flatbreads starting at $5. 916. Excuse me. No address, but looks very artsy. Oh well, no matter. Let's head to the alligator. I think we gotta take a right up here, and then a left. So perfect. Okay. I believe we're taking... I may have just crossed the street stupidly. Nope. Perfect. And at 300 feet, we're going turning on hill. I think we talked about Grease before, but I kind of like Grease 2 better. I mean, I definitely like the Grease soundtrack. But I kind of liked Grease 2 better. a very unpopular opinion among anybody. Especially like Michelle Pfeiffer's Cool Rider song, where she spells Cool Rider as well as sings it Coolrider. That's all I'm gonna sing for you. Taking a left on Hill Street. We're not going in here. We're just looking. I wish I could show you the ceiling better. It's like carved brocade wood. Pretty fantastic. I would be excited. I also kind of like the story where the rider is like a ghost-ish, you know. Although I always like to say there is a theory for Greece that Sandy and Danny are not alive. And you can only tell when they drive up to heaven in the end in that car. Sorry, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Right? So I don't know how old that building is, but at the turn of the century, right? 1900s, late 1800s, that's when we started, we had machines to do that kind of work. Like, not everything had to be done by hand. But everything had to be safe. It's like I love looking at the buildings from the Chicago World's Fair. They're like conspiracy videos that they actually tore them down because they're Tartarian, blah blah blah, or some crazy stuff like that. But no, they were just built for that. But what fantastic looking buildings they are. They also need to be painted white daily, I think. Although there are some moments in Greece that I really like, but also like there's definitely like, so if you just go back to Greece, there are definitely moments in Greece. All right. There are definitely moments in Greece like where the angel comes, beauty school dropout. I've got 10 seconds to get across. We'll see who. Hey, Miss Evil Glenn. Happy Thursday art night. Let me check my... All right, 300 feet. Thank you guys for joining us here on Thursday, first Thursday art night, DTLA. I am solo tonight as Joe is on his way home to us. Godspeed, Joe. Hey, Oskay! Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. Don't work too hard. Okay, 728. I just can't tell when it's like 20 feet. I'm like, am I right there? Like, how far is 20 feet? It doesn't say 20 feet. That's 700, the Great Western Wholesale Jewelry, but not an outlet. It smells like steak now. God, it's really delicious. Whoops, so sorry. I just, it's alright. Okay. We're on the wrong side of the street. 728. I even have the address thing on my watch telling me where to go. So 706. It's gonna be in there somewhere, over there somewhere. Hopefully. I want to see some art. Hey, Bill. Welcome. You're in downtown LA for ArtNight. We're looking for 728. A lot of galleries are open downtown, showing art and stuff. Actually, this place right here, we went to the very first one we went to, and I have to say, it was amazing. 724, 728. Okay, here we go. This will be the first one we get to. Where's that? 730, so 728. Motel tattoo parlors. They have a sign. We might need to go to the next one. I feel a little weird walking into that. Ones without people inside of them. Look at all the light green exit signs in there. I'm going to pull up the next gallery. So 2 strikes, but we're not out. Okay, something poetic. That's at 718. Let's go to the Hive gallery. That's a sure shot. I wanted to go there kind of last, but okay, Hive gallery. Get directions. walk, go. We'll be there in 6 minutes. So, pum pum pum. I have seen that movie. I love that movie. You know what movie I was thinking about the other day was Desk Set with Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. And I was thinking about that because like that was the fear in the 50s, computers, right? Turned out to be true. And then the fear now is like AI taking over. They should make a desk set 2.0. I'm kidding. That'd be pretty horrible. That's a great movie. I also like to think of it as a Christmas movie, kind of. It's amazing how charming, like, Cary Grant was in those movies. I just honestly think that if you saw him walking down the street today, I wonder if you would still... Well, actually, he'd probably be styled modern. Never mind. It's just a thought. I love that. I also love, for Christmas movies, thinking about Christmas today and yesterday, because I put up my member video about the origins of the Hollywood Christmas Parade, which is November 30th, so we'll be live streaming from there. It is probably 62 or 65 degrees. I have a puffer jacket in my backpack. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt and jeans. I'm a little warm. I don't think I'd be comfortable in just my t-shirt, though. I mean, just my t-shirt and no pants. Just my t-shirt with no sweatshirt. But you never know. Here's the beautiful Ross Dress for Less Theater. It's the swinginest theater in town. Let me hope I went the right way. No, I have not seen that. I'll have to add it. I really like some old movies a lot. And I think I saw a lot of them because remember in the 90s when Turner Classic Movies came about and they were playing all kinds of, they'd have like Joan Crawford Day, Betty Davis's birthday week, and you just see all these, Norma Shearer, all these crazy, like, you have to make 2 more turns. All these crazy, like, black and white movies. Greta Garbo month. It's funny, because some of those people from, like, the 20s, 30s, and 40s that made movies made a ton of movies where other people did not. Like, Joan Crawford made a ton of movies, all the way up until the 60s and 70s, right? Maybe not the 70s. But, like, Greta Garbo only made movies till, like, 41. I don't know how I know this, but I think her last movie was called Two-Faced Woman or Her Cardboard Lover. I can't remember. It's a really weird title. I've never seen it. But I love Turner Classics. That was great. Remember when they started colorizing everything and everybody was like, no! Don't colorize our black and white movies. And again, now today we're all like, don't AI our black and white movies or old TV shows. She wanted to be alone. All right. That's just a beautiful building. Say what you want about Apple, but the fact that they So I saw an episode of Bewitched last night. We love Los Angeles. I saw an episode of Bewitched last night. I I was talking to Joseph, and like he was calling me from side of the road, calling me. It was pretty tense. And I saw an episode of Bewitched, but it was like full screen. I stopped paying attention to the directions, so let me look at them 1 second. No, we're going the right way. But like instead of being like television format, it was like full screen, and it looked like it was meant to be full screen. I don't know if it was like AI assisted, but it was like a pretty natural full screen. So I think they're going to do it to old TV shows. I didn't notice anything weird about it. They could have also just cropped it. I remember Grand Hotel. I also kind of liked. I remember seeing movies about Norma Shearer. Like there was a Norma Shearer week, who was somebody I'd never heard of before that. And then I think I read her biography. We're gonna go left here. She was like married to the Irving Thalberg, like the second guy in line at Metro Goldwyn Mayer, until he unalived. And then I think she retired. Just Reuben Garcia. Buenas noches. All right, we're headed to our next gallery. It's coming up. Hopefully it's not that place, because I don't want to walk into that place. Actually, it looks just like a lobby. You don't want to go into a lobby. Looks like some artsy guys here. Also, she went crazy. I think we're at the Hive. She ended up later in life. Imagine if there was no ArtNight tonight. Later in life, oh, they are open. She ended up just wandering the halls calling Irving. All right, it's weird that the door's not open. I don't know. So they always have new people in the front. No music playing. We do love art. We're at the Hive Gallery. This is Calamity. Sorry, I'm covering up there. Calamity Moon. Whoop. Really kind of cool stuff. I love stuff like this. I just don't like dusting. My puffy hair and shadow is kind of ruining this. That looks like the Audrey 2. This is Pom Pom Empire. I also love three-dimensional stuff. It's pretty great. Right? Like this. Or that, which I'll never be able to do justice to. And then kind of the shadow. Ah, Reuben, thank you so much. Appreciate the offer. That is like wire work by Bethany Brett. It is. I forgot about the dog in here. It's really warm in here. Serena Solis. Pretty cool stuff. All right, let's go to our next gallery. Ooh. I almost did that last time. I almost stepped on that poor dog. All right, let's see what's next on our list. We always go to Gloria Delson, which we love. This is Rizzo Corp Gallery. This dog is happy to see me. Well, hello. That dog is a Dodgers fan. And I just stepped on it. Hi, pup. I feel terrible. So we've never come to the... Oh yeah, we have come to this place a million times. I haven't looked at any prices yet, but these are they're pretty affordable. Like between $60 and $200. I kind of love it. Of course, I kind of say that about everything. We're kind of losing our signal in here, so we're gonna leave. We've got to follow our signal. Guys, before you consider watching any AI stuff on YouTube, remember to only watch living artists. It's a sweet dog. My dog would have bit my hand for stepping on it. So, 2 dogs, and I stepped on 2 dogs. I want to show you guys something in a second. We talk about these glass tiles all the time. These ones are broken. You can kind of see down there. Don't wear your high heels. Right? I'm pretty sure. There is a clown under there. I barely stepped on them. They would have yelped. I got a heavy foot. I never step on my dogs. However, they're just the height that I don't see sometimes. Okay, let's go to 400 South Spring Street. Get directions. Avoid highways. Prefer walking. Go. Alright. The next gallery we're going to go to is called... There are a couple in there. So the Vault and the LA Syndicate. One is on Spring Street, one is on Broadway. It kind of smells right here, but let's forget about it and move on. I just realized I have the noise cancellation on.
You don't got the right because we
It kind of makes it kind of I hope you heard that, lady. The great thing is you can never see make out anybody's face. Especially in the dark. Just waiting for my walk sign. No, they're a little sturdy dogs. I didn't completely step on them. I think I put my foot really close to their paw. Enough to make them move. So I have to be really careful because my bigger dog is super skittish. Like if you step near him or step behind him, or he will jump up and make a big deal. Did we already see this? I feel like we did not. What? You can't see the grandness of that, but there's this amazing staircase. Another amazing ceiling. It could have been that the dog moved a little bit. I also am very bumbling in my moves sometimes. Klutzy without actually tripping or breaking things. Okay, so 7. We're not allowed in here either, but this is 634. We don't need to go there, but look at that ceiling. Pretty cool. Right? We could just go on a ceiling walk. It's after. I can't remember. They do have an after party. Oh my gosh. Again.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
I thought I saw you earlier too.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Hi guys.
And so I started, hey, say hi to them. We're going to DTLA Art Night.
I know what you mean, podcast on YouTube. Hi. Where you going?
We're just going to different art galleries for DTLA Art Night.
You wanna talk?
Huh?
You wanna?
No. I won't be able to talk to these people forever. I gotta tell you, it's the unalivest one of all, as we say on YouTube. there's nobody out. It's been so busy. I bet I was here on Monday for the Dodgers because you know how much I love baseball.
Me too.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh. Totally ready. I'm Charlie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to introduce.
Nice to meet you. You are?
Red.
Yeah, nice to meet you. We are. No, not a camp. No, we're looking for art.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what?
Watch.
Okay.
Chess, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? But if you put a little Harry Potter, blah, 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 right?
Whoa.
Nah, it's not that good, but watch. If you had like a 8 or 4, you know,
Uh-huh.
8s or 4, or perhaps an
Wow.
Want to see a trick?
Sure, you can show me
Yeah?
a trick.
Okay, cool.
The
So,
hand,
most magicians do this, right? We only got...
right? The hander is swifter than the eye. Quicker than the eye.
Okay, Nathaniel.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Daniel.
Daniel, nice to meet you. I'm gonna forget, but it's manners, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Nathaniel, sorry. Under a fig tree, I don't fucking buy a word. Most magicians do this, right?
Uh-huh.
You don't know what you're getting into. I don't like
Right.
it. It's not my game.
Right.
But if I had to choose, you take what you want. But get it while it's hot.
I'm just gonna
Show
close
the
my
crowd, show the
eyes.
crowd, show the crowd.
All right,
If I find this card, I'm gonna fucking laugh myself.
that's what I
You
got.
got it? You memorized it?
Uh-huh.
Very good.
All right.
Okay, wait. Don't show me.
It's
Tell me
upside.
when
No,
to
it's
stop.
not.
Right there?
Stop.
Okay, check it out.
Hi. Oh,
If I
Reuben
get
Garcia.
tipped, he gets the win.
Oh my God.
All right. Reuben, nice to meet you.
So good. You are awesome.
Thank you so much for watching.
Watch this. Watch. Okay, look.
All right.
This is what we're going
I
for,
picked a
guys.
card. Yep.
Don't
Uh-huh.
pay attention to too much stuff.
I'm on Charles, did I scare you?
It's my
No.
favorite part of the whole trick. It's my favorite part of the whole trick.
All right.
When you get to slap yourself, you know what I mean? Okay,
You did
anything
not
weird?
scare me at all, Reuben.
Odd?
Uh-huh.
A little bit weird, right?
I'm
That's
just
not
hanging
too
out.
weird, right?
Yeah, that's a song.
No.
Okay. Now you got.
All right.
Now you got to keep up.
Do I have to send my vibe to you?
No.
I like when you go to college.
Come on, Nathaniel, you can do better than that.
You're doing pretty good.
I don't believe it.
I would have spilled those cards.
I don't believe it. So I shuffled it. I duffled it. I'll whirl it, I'll burl it. One more time, tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Go.
Stop.
Stop. This is not your card. What's going to help find your card?
Uh,
You had a 5 at the casino, and you had a friend,
Uh-huh.
and you had 5 on.
That's close.
No, check
Oh,
it out.
okay.
What's better than the wrong card? Your card, right?
Uh-huh. You... Wow, that is my card.
Is it really?
That is my card.
I gotta go, man.
All right.
Okay.
He found my card.
Okay.
Woo,
Wow.
Reuben, it's so
love you
nice
so
to meet you.
much.
Thank
I
you
love
for
your
watching.
channel.
Thank you. I
You're so
really
handsome and
appreciate
so
that. Oh,
nice, and
thank you.
Your channel just gives me hope, and I guess where I live.
Where?
Alexandria Hotel.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Are they having the
They opened the bar,
the Valentino bar?
Yeah, go and check.
I'm gonna check it
In the
out.
lobby, they put up some more new pictures.
Oh, cool.
One of Vivian Lee
Uh-huh.
before Gone with the Wind,
Mhm.
and then in the lobby they have a young Helen Hayes and
Uh-huh.
Greta Garbo.
I'll have to go check it
on
out.
The 5th Street side of the lobby, not Spring Fifth.
I know.
They're good.
I will definitely check that out. Reuben, so lovely to meet you. Definitely come run out and say hi to me anytime
I
I'm
knew
down
you were
here.
coming to downtown, and I said I have to go meet Charlie.
I'm glad
I
you.
just jumped in the shower and then ran out.
I'm glad you met. I'm glad you came out.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say hi to my friend Daniel, and then I'm gonna move back to
Daniel.
Gallery Run.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Daniel also has a podcast.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah.
what's your podcast address?
I know what you mean. It's
You do?
on. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go tonight.
It's
So it's a little political, right?
Good.
Oh,
Hey, how do you
very.
like Trump?
I'm in a good mood right
He said
now.
a little political.
Well, after yesterday, we can all kind of feel a
Charles,
little
I'm-
okay.
I'm just hoping he'll die soon.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
I want.
Ooh.
No, because we'll impeach Vance. When the
All right.
Democrats get the House back, we're
Then,
gonna
then
impeach
that'll be
Vance.
okay. But I'm afraid of what's right underneath him.
But Trump is worse. We're worse.
Well, he's.
And Charles, once once the deer leader dies, the cult dies.
Mm-hmm.
The cult will die because they hate Vance.
Well, Marjorie's
Yeah.
working her way up, but
Marjorie
don't you
Taylor.
forget.
Hey,
Don't you forget.
what did she have? A butch black body, butch black beach blonde.
Bill
remember
Bad
Jasmine?
Body. Yes, I remember.
She said, "Is it okay if I talk about a bleach bitch blonde body?"
Yeah.
And
'Cause
the,
she-
and the chairman goes, "What?"
Uh-huh. That was excellent. I love her. But like, just don't get fooled. Don't get fooled.
I know.
She's
But
just trying to
listen, we
be the
gotta-
next head of the MAGA party.
We gotta get rid of it. We gotta get rid of it.
We do.
We gotta.
Okay.
I will. Joseph can't be with me tonight. He went on tour this week, except last night
He's in a band.
he's in a band.
What
Last
city?
he's in Oregon because
Oh, Portland.
somebody was driving the car and they
yeah.
pulled into another lane and they hit a
Oh
car
my
head
God.
on. He's fine.
The van.
The van is destroyed.
The
The
van?
person in the other car, I'm not really sure.
Did that happen on the freeway?
Yeah.
Accident? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Could have died.
Like up in the, I know, yeah, up in the middle of nowhere.
And
Yeah,
then you'd be a widow.
I'd be a widow. Yeah, it would be pretty terrible.
How long are you going to be out tonight, Charles?
I am just going to be out for probably another 40 minutes.
Are
just
you
to.
going up to Grand Park?
I'm going. No, I'm going
Did you see the
to.
altars this year?
Yes.
Oh, I cried. They were so beautiful.
Did you go to Alvera Street?
I know. I just did Grand
Oh, Alvera Street made me cry.
Oh yeah.
It
because
was
I
the whole
Charles, I was
performance.
thinking of all the people I lost this year.
Mhm.
I know at least 50 people.
I'm so sorry.
Directly and indirectly.
Yeah.
Because everyone's dropping.
Yeah.
Even the kids on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok, these young kids are dropping too.
I don't
I
pay-
don't know what it means. I just don't. I just
And
got angry with. us.
Hopefully it means
Is
it
a
means
chastisement?
nothing,
Yeah.
huh? Hopefully it means nothing,
We're still here, right?
right? And that's all that
Danny
counts,
and-
right?
and your
Daniel
channel.
and Joseph and
Your
Red,
channel.
we're all still here, so we got to make the best of it.
Charles, you gotta eat. Where's the pizza place, Danny? What's the pizza place? Joe's Pizza. The best
Oh.
pizza downtown LA. Joe's Pizza.
We have a Joe's Pizza on
Hollywood
Boulevard, yeah.
You gotta go there, and then you get the real puffy pepperoni sausage, and it's cheesy.
Sounds really great.
It's really it's kind of like a pupusa.
Uh-huh.
It's very puffy. Right?
I know what you mean. It sounds
Just go to
delicious.
Joe's.
Maybe not tonight, but I will
Whenever
plan on
you're
it.
downtown.
Daniel, I gotta go finish my gallery hunt. Every time I say this, but call me.
I don't know. For real.
I'm around. It was great to meet you. We'll talk some more sometime.
Did you subscribe?
Always, of
Do I
course.
have to ask?
Uh-huh.
Do I even have to?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's it called? I know what you mean. Okay.
You just have to watch this again
I
and
know
see
what
it.
you mean.
Uh-huh.
I know what you mean.
Reuben,
I'm gonna
Have a good
okay,
night.
Charles,
I'll see you soon.
I gotta go to an A meeting.
Okay.
There's a meeting at 7:00. Charles, you don't want to see me angry because you drunk. You run for your life. It's scary.
well, it's good
But
that you
I'm
don't
sober.
drink. I don't drink either.
I'm sober.
Makes
Thank
two
the
of
Lord.
us.
Thank my higher
Right.
power. Thank
Mhm.
you. Because when I'm drunk, one time I woke up in the park and no clothes, and I had a $20 in my pants and it was all gone.
That's only fun when you're 20.
It's not funny anymore.
No.
Not even 20.
Take it
Charles, I
easy.
love you.
Thank you so much, Reuben. Much love to you too.
Not you having fans. What
He's a very sweet guy. Very, very, very sweet
the
guy.
fuck? Change numbers.
No, I have the same number. I just I'm using this to navigate. Sometimes when I act, every time they throw this thing, some galleries are not open, some galleries are open, and every time I pull the list up of galleries, inevitably it's like wrong about one or two of them. So I just went to the Hive, which is cool, but it seems not really open for that event. So now I'm just walking around. I'm gonna go to the Alexandria though. That's where he lives, Reuben. Old-timey hotel. But definitely call me.
I
I'm
will.
usually live streaming like the weekends. 'Cause that's
We gotta hang out too.
for sure. All right, take care. Hello, you guys. Sorry, I think we've run into Daniel twice on the stream, and he has a podcast. You should check it out if you like political stuff. I do. in my other life. I feel like I watch a little too much political stuff, though. And right now, there's so much stuff to pay attention to. Kind of overwhelming. So just so you know, I'm not going to control what anybody says or what anybody wishes. I certainly don't wish the president unalive. I'm not a fan at all. But that's not my MO. It's also not my MO to make anybody be quiet. Unless they're talking about me. Right? Okay, so let's go to Gabba Gabba. That's a big one. All right, so I'm just pulling up the next address. And all right. Well, let's go. I feel there was a gentleman in the bike lane that I felt like was not moving until I moved. I gotta tell you, nobody's face really shows up on this unless you get close to the camera. What a gas meeting, Reuben. Very sweet. He even made a sign. I felt like we were on the Today Show. So I think this was... so they usually have a little artist bazaar in there on this night. It's lovely to see that. It doesn't look very full. This might be a weak one because there was so much stuff that happened this weekend in Los Angeles. I mean, we were down here 2 or 3 days when it was just crazy busy. Alexandria Hotel over here. That's amazing that he lives here. Hey, LA Unknown. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. For a couple minutes I was talking to my friend Daniel there. Hey, it's Reuben again. We're cutting him off at the...
take you in the lobby.
Okay, sure.
You'll see the pictures of Greta Garbo, Helen Hayes, and Vivian Lee.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go into the lobby. All right.
Look at, they have the chandeliers.
I saw those.
Aren't they gorgeous?
They are. It's kind of a historic ballroom. Do you ever go to Curry Boys?
It's on the next...
Hey, how are you? I can only smell Curry Boys. It smells so good.
Oh my God, we have the hot bacon wrap top.
Oh my God.
And then these people out there every night, they visit the Alexandria.
Oh yeah?
They're a married couple. And they don't think they're open for ArtNight. They have weddings, they have bar mitzvahs.
That's amazing. Well, like the ballroom on the roof deck is pretty historic.
See the chandeliers?
I did.
You know, in the
Uh,
early 20s,
Uh-huh.
Charlie Chaplin and
Yep.
B.W. Griffith and Mary Pickford, they stayed up in the suite, the penthouse.
I believe it.
And they started United Artists.
That's right. Which down the street their
Sure
theater
Watch
is.
your step. Watch your step. They have a Christmas motif.
Uh huh.
So they're pushing. This used to be, Charles. This used to be called the In and Out Bar.
Why In and Out?
And it was because it was you were down and out and
Oh.
you were on Skid Row and you came to
Gotcha.
the In and Out Bar.
But before that, it probably
Before
wasn't.
It was Charlie's O's, I think. There's a great old history.
It's such a gorgeous spot. Well, a really nice building too. Also, live performance.
Hello.
How are you? Great. We're live streaming.
This is the inside of the Alexandria Hotel, which I think Reuben was telling us had a down and out period, like a lot of hotels down here. There's Greta Garbo. On that Mary Pickford stayed here. Also, Mary Pickford had something to do with our Hollywood Christmas parade. Betty Davis. From Jezebel, I think. Janet Gaynor. I'm not sure who that one is.
Betty Davis. Charles
Wait.
Betty Davis.
Yep.
That was when she won her first Oscar, I think, right?
That
Dangerous?
Jezebel?
Dangerous. Her first Oscar was Dangerous, and then Jezebel. And then
That-
she said she was robbed for Baby Jane,
Right?
right?
By Joan Crawford. Not by what's her face.
That was Who's Afraid of no, whatever happened to Baby Jane? Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. Betty was nominated, and Joan wasn't nominated.
But Joan picked up the Oscar, right?
Yes, yes.
For the person who
There
won.
was a feud. Yes, she picked it up for Anne Bancroft.
There you
Anne
go.
Bancroft won for Miracle Worker.
Uh-huh.
And Betty was nominated, so she had a feud with her. So she texted and talked to all of the nominees, Geraldine Page, Anne Bancroft, and she said, you know, I can accept your award if you win.
Just to
And
get
just
Betty
to
back.
Get Betty. And so Anne Bancroft won the award for Miracle Worker Best Actress.
Uh-huh.
She was on Broadway that night in Mother Courage, so she couldn't go to the reception. So she said, okay, Joan, you can pick up my award. And Betty was furious.
I'll bet. Definitely.
I believe Ryan, what's the guy that does American Horror Story? Ryan
Murphy.
Murphy.
He did a
thing about Betty and Joan. Right.
Absolutely, it is Jean
There,
Harlow.
Charles, ever since the pandemic, they've been trying to rent this place, and no one will take it.
Really?
It's just the economy's messed up. No one wants to come downtown.
Downtown's tough because there's
It's rough
not
because
it's rough,
one block over Skid Row.
but
and
because
we
not
have
a lot
water.
of people live down here. You know?
Well, it's more than before.
Right.
Once Staples Centers opened in 1999, that's when the redevelopment took off, gentrification.
But then also
And
pandemic kind of.
And then we had the pandemic, and then in 2008 we had the housing crash.
That's
so
right.
everyone lost their homes and apartments. Did you check the bar out?
I've not gone to the bar yet. The bar.
I would love a martini, mister.
I'll have a Shirley Temple myself.
I can't drink alcohol. My sponsor minor will kick my ass.
Right, that's why-
He's a Guatemalan immigrant.
That's why you have a Shirley Temple instead,
Yes.
or a Darth Vader.
Or a
That's what we-
ginger ale. Ginger ale.
Roy Rogers.
A Roy Rogers. Dale Evans. Can you believe, Charles, they put the Christmas decorations up in August.
No.
Before Halloween.
That's
I said,
crazy.
what are you doing? What are you doing? They go, we want to rent this place out.
Well, it's a beautiful space. Right, and a really cute stage.
They used to have live bands every night, with the bar.
That you got Smiley Bone Jones.
You had no cover, so you just came in and you had to order a drink.
That's right, because you can just walk in through the door.
Oh yeah.
It's really lovely, like the little side tables. I was
Wood floors are.
original, and then this ceiling over here,
It's been remodeled a few times since they opened.
right? Thank you guys for watching with me.
This is the Academy Awards. First, look, there's Douglas Fairbanks, the first Academy Awards of the Biltmore, right? The Biltmore Theater. There's, oh my God, there's Rudolph Valentino. Look, there he is.
I think,
Is that him?
I believe so.
Rudolph Valentino. Norma Talmadge.
And Natalie Talmadge. I've never heard of Natalie.
Maybe related, sisters.
Probably.
There's Mary Pickford, America's sweetheart. There's Charles Chaplin, Charlie Chaplin. Wow, the history.
And Buster Keaton.
Of course. He had such empathetic eyes, right? Look at the eyes.
But in the movies,
Remember when was that him on the clock? When he was hanging on for dear life.
but they had to wear that extra makeup to make their everything look larger.
These are all signed.
I know, I noticed that.
Authentic.
That's pretty cool.
See the ceiling up there?
I was looking at that earlier.
It's the original ceiling, and they couldn't afford to restore it.
Well, I'm glad they kept a piece.
The Alexandria was named after Alexander the Great, and it opened in 1906, before World War I.
Right? So, I confuse the Alexandria. Does the Alexandria stop somewhere? Right. The Alexandria is part of it that's just cut off.
Yes.
Because the owners feuded.
The owner's brother wanted to have a little bit of the action,
Uh-huh.
so he built a little bit without his brother's permission.
And it connected through the hotel.
It did, and then it never really happened, and then it's been closed for decades.
Yeah, because you can't access it.
No.
Well-
There is a way through the lobby, but the doors have been closed, and the rain would come in, and it was just destroyed.
I think I saw some pictures of the inside of it.
And of course, the last bookstore.
Right? Which it's.
We'll go to the lobby here. The
Oh.
last bookstore is up on the second floor. All the artists.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Little artist things.
We'll definitely.
I asked the owner of the last bookstore how many books are available.
Uh huh.
He said 60,000.
Inside of that one bookstore.
He said, give me a title, and if we don't have it, we'll order it for you.
Did you try to come up with one?
Charles, look, we're going inside. Look,
All right. We're going in the lobby.
grab the door.
Okay.
Open up.
All right.
Hello.
We're getting cocktails, but not.
No, we used to have Greta Garbo.
Uh huh.
Greta Garbo used to be right here.
Uh-oh.
They took Greta down.
Uh huh.
She was right there, right forward. Here's,
Norma Shearer.
is that Norma?
Yeah.
That's Art Night. No, this is brand new. This is the couch. They just added that.
Oh yeah. There's Vivian Lee.
This was before Gone with the Wind, right?
Right.
Was it Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the Wind was her.
That was her Academy Award-winning performance, and then she also won for Streetcar Named Desire when she played.
And that's Paula Negri.
Blanche Dubois.
Right.
Remember, Vivian Lee said,
Paula. Oh, that's might be the photographer.
I don't recognize the actress, but look at those eyes, Charles.
All right.
And of course, she was married
who was like 100.
Larry, but he cheated on her all the time. And she had mental problems. She had a breakdown, you know. She had a nervous breakdown.
Well, you can kind of see how easy it was.
There's a young Helen Hayes. Look, Helen Hayes, she must have been in her 20s there. She was called the First Lady of American Theater.
Is this, like, this would be the cocktail bar
Yes,
for...
that was the entrance to the
Gotcha.
bar.
Wow. Look at that little Francis X. Bushman. An actor.
This used to be a bar also, Charlie O's. That was a bar. The whole ground floor of the Alexandria were bars and restaurants. Okay.
All right.
I guess is that Joe T. Wilson? I thought it was kind of Buster Keaton or who was the other, the real physical?
It's
violent?
Joe Brown, who
Joe
I have
Brown.
no idea who
I
Joe
never
Brown
heard of
is.
And then over here we used to have Maurice Chevalier. Remember?
Uh-huh.
Victory seems
I like
to
your
be-
mailbox. Do you still throw mail into that?
Yes, they still collect it every day, Charles, at 11 o'clock.
Excellent.
And then downstairs on the basement we have laundry.
Uh-huh.
We have our own laundry, and then on the other side is the mail room, and this part of the Alexandria is 8 floors, and then they built the adjacent to 12.
Wow.
The last 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 9 are the one bedrooms, like the suites, and houses. All the other floors are studios. So we have one room, we have a little kitchenette, and a bathroom.
Nice.
And it's great.
You know,
I've been here 10 years, Charles.
all you need.
I was homeless on the street, then I came in 2015, and here it is 2025, and I'm still here.
Living at the Alexandria
The
Hotel.
I call it the historic Alexandria.
The historic Alexandria
This is
Hotel.
our leasing office. Charles, if you want to rent a room, come on down and talk to the leasing office.
All right. I will give him a
We
call.
were just in the bar.
All right.
That,
Which looked like it got a little 80s action right there.
yeah, they put the disco balls up, and they tried to turn it into like a gay bar, you know, and I don't think it was.
Well, this wasn't really in the route for downtown.
Well, we did have a few gay bars that were historic, you know, the first of their kind.
But like
The
the...
Precinct is on 4th and Broadway.
Uh-huh.
And then we have the Jalisco Inn,
Right,
the
which is
Mexican bar on
the
Main.
the first one.
The first bar in Main Street.
And
And then I think there was another one by the Barclay. What was that one called?
that I don't know. I was just reading about the like gay life down here in like
yeah.
the 60s and 70s.
It was wild.
Well, there was like the library, Pershing Square,
Yes.
the Track is what it was called.
Yes.
Right.
The Central and then Pershing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of bars, a lot of cruising going on at night, and all, you know, just everything that goes along with the gay lifestyle.
Oh, that was...
And then Charles, when AIDS happened in 1980,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the community was devastated.
Yeah.
And a lot of the bars closed. And we had a few bathhouses here also, where people would go inside. But that kind of closed down with AIDS. And then once they tried to redevelop the whole area, when Staples opened 1999, and then the developers smelled blood, they said there's money to be made downtown. So they said, we're going to buy up all these old buildings, these office buildings, and turn them into lofts and condos and apartments. And so the LA City Council passed a law called the Adaptive Reuse Law. So they said you can turn those old, empty office buildings into $1 million lofts. And they go, okay, we will.
Right.
Because no one wanted to live downtown in the 60s and 70s.
But
There was a lot of drugs, there were a lot of homeless.
But also the
It was a little dangerous.
also the transportation system, the way
Yes.
the transportation
Buses.
system was cut off
The
in the
buses.
60s, the red cars, right?
cars. Well, they opened the subway. We have a subway stop here at Pershing Square. I know
Of
you like the
course.
subway. And then there's one up on Civic Center, right, Union
Uh-huh.
Station. So you can come. I ride the subway almost every day. I don't have a
I
car.
usually get off. I like to get off at 7th Street.
Yes, Metro.
Because I
It's a
feel
little
like
hectic for me. Too many.
it
too
is
many
kind of a
people.
little hectic, but I feel like I'm not riding the train. I'm riding it. I
It kind
usually
of feels like New York. Have you been to subways in New York?
Yep,
Yeah.
I
That
get
same
on.
vibe.
I get on at like Santa Monica and Vermont, or
Right,
sometimes,
right. East Hollywood.
and so like it's only feels like 4 stops and I'm off the train.
It's fast because
So-
when I jump on here at Pershing, I'm in Hollywood and Vine in 20 minutes, 20 or less. You know, if I go see a show at the Pantages, if I go to I love my favorite theater, Charles, in downtown, well, Los Angeles, is the Ricardo Montalban.
Oh,
And it
on Vine.
used
Yep.
to be called the Huntington Hartford and the James Doolittle. And the reason I love it so much, Charles, is because it reminds me of all the Broadway houses. There's one orchestra, and then upstairs you have a loge and a balcony.
Oh, I've never been
And
inside of that.
it's-
I've wanted to see a
it's
couple
gorgeous.
things.
It's gorgeous. I saw George C. Scott there.
Uh-huh.
I saw Neil Simon's Lost in Yonkers. I saw Lily Tomlin's both of her one-woman shows.
Oh, that's awesome.
In person, live, and she was amazing. She did 100 characters in half an hour.
That
You
was
know,
quite an area
the search for
also.
signs of intelligent life in the
Yeah,
universe.
I love that area of Hollywood
Yes,
though.
Hollywood and Vine, and
Right.
that's had some. And then of course, Charles, you know who my acting coach was, Stella Adler.
Right?
So I studied with Stella,
Uh-huh.
and we studied in the late 80s, early 90s in the basement of the Pantages Theater Monday nights.
I remember you telling me that.
I got into her class. I auditioned. I don't know why she picked me. Stella was a diva, and she chain smoker. So she was smoking, and she said, "Kids, get your scenes out. Let's go." She loved Henry, Death of a Salesman.
Gotcha.
Arthur Miller,
Yeah.
Tennessee Williams, William Inge, Shakespeare,
The classics.
everything. And here's a little gossip. When Arthur Miller was married to Marilyn Monroe, Stella had an affair with him. So we said, Stella, you must tell us about your affair with Arthur Miller, Death of a Salesman. And she goes, "After class, darlings, get your seats ready."
Did she tell you?
She said yes. She said no.
No.
She said it's private. I can't. She goes, oh. She goes no. I said, how could you cheat on Marilyn Monroe? And Marilyn was one of her students, you know. And I had such great memories, Charles. After the class was done, all of the students, we'd all pitch in our money and go around the corner to the Sun Palace, and we had egg foo young. We
Oh,
had
gotcha.
chow mein, we had shrimp fried rice, egg fried rice. We would get 10 plates, and everyone would share, and everyone would chip in $4 or $5, and it covered everything.
Was the Sun Palace on Hollywood Boulevard?
It was on the side of Vine.
I feel like I saw
Yes. It was right there.
a picture of the Sun Palace.
Yes, an old picture. I think they closed back in the 90s, and but the food was good. And people would come after the shows, you know, the punk rockers.
Right.
It had a really good clientele.
Well, they had a lot of punk stuff going on there
yes,
in the
Madame
80s.
Wong's and Club Lingerie was on Sunset. And listen, I worked with Karen Bio. And
Wow.
Karen Bio was in a couple of the bands. She knew all the Go-Go's, Belinda and Janie. And Karen Bio was dating Darby Crash from the Germs.
Wow.
And we were co-workers, and I'd go, "Karen, how's Darby going? How's he doing?" And she'd go, oh no, he tried to jump off the building last night." And I said, "Karen, what's wrong with him?" "He was on heroin." And then I said, "Karen, why are you with Darby Crash?" "But I love him." And he OD'd. He died. But she was a Jewish punk rocker.
I remember reading about her actually, or seeing her in
Did you know about
something.
her? Yeah. We worked together, and she was a riot. She would come to work with stories about Darby and the Germs, and she went on tour with them. So
That's awesome.
And poor Darby, he was a drug addict, and he was addicted, and he never got sober, and he OD'd, but he was like a bright light that
He
went.
did
went
leave a
out.
legacy.
He went out too soon, you know.
Right.
But Karen and she'd tell me all these stories, and I'd say, "Karen, you got to break up with this guy." And
Or
she'd
gotta
go-
write a book.
I said, "Karen, you got to stop," and she goes, "But I love him."
Reuben,
Oh, sweet,
thanks for
sweet.
running. Thanks for showing me
Sweet,
the
sweet,
lobby.
sweet. I love you, Sir Charles.
Thank you
And,
so much,
your
Reuben.
friend,
Joseph.
Joseph, who's touring.
Yeah,
And,
should be home tomorrow.
Yes. Say hello to him, and
I
I'm
will.
so glad I met you.
You
And
too.
You know I'm your #1 fan.
Thank you so much. Come out to see me anytime.
Have fun.
All right.
Whenever you're downtown, you come down, and we'll go to well, you know, the Starbucks closed. All the
Go to
Starbucks,
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, all the Starbucks are closed.
In my neighborhood too.
downtown. I
But
don't know-
we'll
I don't
find
know
a
what's
one-up
happening.
coffee shop and
Yes.
not go to a chain.
Cole's closed too, and then we had a shrimp fried and rice place here that closed. Charles, I believe we're in a depression.
We
They
could
don't want to
be.
use the D word because then
Right.
Wall Street would crash.
Exactly.
They're saying it's a recession, but it's really a depression.
Sorry.
Hi kids. Hello. Welcome to ArtNight. All right, Charles, I got to go to my meeting.
All right.
Or else I'll start drinking.
Be good. Don't start drinking.
Charles, we love you.
Love you too. Thank you so much. That was Reuben. Took us into his lobby. We're not doing good with the galleries tonight, are we?
So much attention all the time.
I'm gonna call this a not successful DTLA art night for us. I love when people let me into buildings. 3 cheers for Reuben. Thank you so much, Reuben. And thanks for sharing gossip. I think he had mentioned that he studied with Stella Adler before. All right, let me pull up. We totally keep walking in different ways than we're supposed to go. So let's. Oh my gosh. Okay, who votes? This was the worst DTLA art night ever. I'm on Broadway, right? Yes. Why do I even ask? Exactly. So we did see some art a little bit. I have to say I'm really distracted tonight, but I didn't want to sit at home and do nothing waiting for Joe to get back. So thanks for coming out with me. Not a successful art night. It'll be better the next time.
Did you catch me on that?
I don't think so. Do you want me to? Oh my god, that lady kind of scared me actually when she said that, although she was totally delightful. Let's walk through the craftspeople part. Is there a Chinatown punk crawl? Is there still punk in Chinatown? I feel like any event this week is going to be just low. People just partied their ass off this weekend. Halloween on Friday, Dias de los Muertos on Saturday and Sunday, Dodgers winning. There were over 200,000 people down here on Monday. I made 2 videos or 2 lives that day. The second one actually has the Dodgers riding by in you can see them in buses. So let's walk through this. Let me know if you want me to stop at anything. I'd love to see this place full, being kind of used the way it should be. I always kind of want to eat in this restaurant, but I don't know what kind of restaurant it is. French. Hey BD, hey everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna change my thumbnail to worst night, but I still had fun walking around and meeting Reuben and running into Daniel, which I feel like we do every art night. Awesome t-shirts, awesome tie-dye stuff. So hey, you guys. My gallery list was kind of a dud. When I turn right here, it smells really garlicky and yummy. Thanks for walking downtown. Thanks for trying to go to galleries with me. I wrote a ghost story for October for the members videos, and I actually never put it on there. And it was like, the start of it was like downtown rules. And one of them was, don't ever follow music when you don't know where it's coming from. And I feel like I constantly do that downtown. Daniel and I have worked together a couple times. And he's just really lovely to work with. He's a really great guy. I think he... Well, I actually realized I always followed the music downtown too, but for my story, never follow the music if you don't know where it's coming from. It sounded scary. I'm glad I didn't put that story out. I felt like every time I would go back to it, it was supposed to be the last members video. Every time I go back to it, it wasn't scary enough. It didn't have enough of a punch. I'm not really a writer, but I can tell a kind of story. It just wasn't... I feel like I toe the line between I would love to write a little slasher story, scary slasher story about downtown, but I don't think everybody loves a slasher story. So it was never follow the music if you don't know where it's coming from. Never get into an open elevator. I think that one works all right. And never take a rose on the last Friday in October. Joe is on his way home. I think he's stopping in Visalia. I'm not sure how long you've been here. Joe...
Are you the TikTok live guy?
No. TikTok live. Joe got into a head-on collision driving through Oregon last night or yesterday afternoon. He wasn't driving. I always feel like I need to justify that he wasn't driving, and of course Joseph doesn't drink, and the driver was not in any way... These are all my questions, right? Like a mother. Anyway, like inebriated or high or anything. They were just driving. But they changed lanes and he got like head-on collision with a car. And yeah, the two guys that he's with took an airplane home. Joseph, I love him for this. He did not want to leave his merchandise that he just ordered, like a bunch of merchandise that he wanted to sell on tour, in the van and hope that it would get shipped back to him. So he decided to drive home from Oregon, and have a little adventure. I love it. So tomorrow, my live stream might not be that storytelling one. I gotta see what time Joe gets home. So we might just do a bump it to later in the day. And tomorrow we're gonna go somewhere that we've been before, but with a different purpose. I figured that we would go down to Windsor Square and Hancock Park area and have a list of houses that may be the correct addresses of movies. So if we don't get to do that tomorrow, I'll make sure I know first thing in the morning. We'll go out in the evening, maybe just do like a little Hollywood walk or something like that, and then I'll move that to the 21st. But I will be live streaming tomorrow in case like something crazy happens. Nothing crazy will happen. Joe is fine. Literally driving home and got checked out. There was just a security guard sitting on a chair in that alley, and out of the corner of my eye, it kind of freaked me out. He's driving back by himself now. I honestly, like... I'm such a careful driver. Speed limit, lane changes. Maybe I don't always do a lane check. But, hey Mary, if I miss saying hi to anybody tonight, I'm really sorry. I've been distracted, and I've done a shitty job of art gallery hopping. But thanks for hanging out. I should have I didn't live stream yesterday because I live streamed Monday, but I probably couldn't have live streamed yesterday. I was too kind of panicky, freaked out. And Joe will be home tomorrow. I believe he's just gonna like stop and stay with his family for the night. Which is really weird, because I think it's an hour out of his way to go to where he lives. And so, but I think like it's 2 hours extra. I can't remember the math. It makes sense for him to stop there. Although it's kind of out of the way. Everything looks really dark and sparkly. Oh. Also, like, I keep thinking it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's not even 8. So the one weird thing without Joe being here is the dogs, one of them sleeps on the floor and then gets on the bed in the morning. The other one gets on the foot of the bed at night and stays there like all night long. The mean one. He's not really mean, but the tendency to be mean one. And so now he gets up in the middle of the night and will sleep on the sofa staring at the door, waiting for Joe to come home. It's kind of sweet, cute, and sad. Whenever we have a camera in the living room to instruct him to stop barking mostly, but like to see him watch the door on the couch, a little sad, a little heartbreaking. So what was your favorite piece of art tonight? Oh yeah, those little figurines. I like those too, because that's really the only art we saw. Little Nibbler, maybe, or rabies, which is all of a sudden a serious problem, by the way. Rabies and bats in California. It's weird because both the white dog loves us equally. Like, the white dog really loves us equally. The dog that bites me loves us equally, but just is kind of attached to Joe. I think because Joe was meaner to him in the beginning. Or stricter with him. Whereas I was like, oh, little puppy! Yeah. Well, so my advice, you guys, is don't touch any bats. And this is what the news told me. Don't touch any bats, and even a little bite can give you rabies. Thanks, news. Oh, thanks, Brave Bull. I don't know that he needs a recovery. I think he's like in a little bit of shock, though. It's kind of a shock, and I don't know about the person in the other car. We'll show you pictures of it. Maybe tomorrow. Joe actually asked me, "Are you going to show them pictures?" And I was like, "No, well, maybe when you're there, but maybe I'll show you." It's pretty frightening. But not too frightening. I was like, where did that come from? I just want to pick up the copyright. I've never been in any kind of accident like that. I've been rear-ended. I had a lady hit me in the mall when I was like 19, like in the snow kind of thing. I've slid completely off the road multiple times in the snow. One time in the rain, I hoverplaned. But I've never actually been in a wreck where airbags went off and somebody was hurt. All right, my train station is up ahead. I'm kind of gonna pop off and just hop on the train and head home. I'll be live streaming tomorrow. I might update the stream time because, again, just want to see where Joe is at and if he wants to go or if I have to help him unload drums. He doesn't play the drums, but I think he's transporting the drums home, thanks, and some of the equipment. I think I would be fearful of, he's driving home right now. I think I would be fearful of letting other people drive because Joe wasn't the driver, you know? So I would think twice about letting someone else drive. I guess I could cross the street now, I just can't tell. Because that bus is in the way. I will let him know. I'm going to call him after I end the stream, which is like in a block. Again, Reuben, thanks for coming out and meeting us tonight. That was really lovely. Again, Mountain Bike, Edge Fan, thank you for the Venmo. And Joey B, congratulations on 7 months. If I missed anything, I'm super sorry. I do want to take a second because I really haven't done this once and I definitely updated this. I do want to thank my members for your support. A man said I'm making money with him, but little does he know that my screen is covered up with all of your names. So thank you so much for supporting the channel and allowing me to make my fun member videos, such as the very newest one, which is the origins of the Hollywood Christmas Parade. I will talk to you soon. Oh, I just it felt like that car just wanted to drive through, and I wasn't gonna let them do it. I usually just let people pass, but not tonight. Not tonight. All right. Take a look at these hey, Lonnie, I'm sorry. Have a really awesome night. I will see you guys live streaming tomorrow, probably later in the day than my post up says, but I'll change it and edit it up in the morning. And we'll move that to the following week. All right, have an awesome night. Thank you so much for being here. I want to personally say thank you for watching. Good night and sweet dreams. Goodbye. Some hearts. Or maybe hearts. There we go. Thanks for being here. Kitties. Dancing monkeys. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye!